things are hard to see when you pray to find love. I know somewhere we could be. There's a place where we can go tonight. The rhythm will make it right, where everyone is happy and the sun will shine all night. Good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor. So when the world feels dark and friends seem hard to find, you know how to light a spark, just to let your worries unwind. When you're down, there's just one way to go. Let us ascend tonight. Everyone could be so happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? We could have a good time, let everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor.
My mic was muted. Good morning, everybody. Dang, it's beautiful here and the sun's shining and it got cold overnight and I'm wearing my new Hedgehogs hoodie. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you for getting this off of my wish list, my Amazon wish list, which all of a sudden Amazon started sending me this burgundy colored recliner. Like, why? I haven't shopped for recliners. I have a recliner and it's nice. It's a nice recliner. It says hi to no, I'm just kidding. It's nice, but I don't have the need of a recliner. And so all of a sudden, I start getting this ad for a burgundy supersized recliner. It's weird. Amazon, I don't want a recliner. Hey, Pocket Sand. Good morning. Brandy. Waving. Hello. Hello. Oh, CLM, welcome. And yes, it was a cute little smiling jack-o'-lantern. Hey, Amber. Angie. Cranky Squirrel. Coldy. So always the nicest comments there. Thank you so much. And CLM was dancing. Chicken feet. Heather Leanne. SA. I got something else yesterday. 80 degrees. It's 64 here right now. And I got out of bed and started putting on more clothes because I was cold. All the windows are open. Well, windows are open, not all my windows, but hey Sherry. Yes. Well, it should get there soon, Angie, because we got it last night. And well, I don't know if it gets that cool in southeast Texas, but you're just not too that far from me in central Arkansas over here. Hey, Jen in Jersey. So, guys, like this has been a really hard week for everybody with people who watch true crime. We've had the death of a little boy, Quentin, and also whose body hasn't been found, which is horrible. And then we also had the Kylie Rodney case coming out and saying it's an accident. People are fighting all over the tubes about who's covering these cases and, saying that they're scamming and, just doing it for the money and all that stuff. And that's going on currently. There's an argument going on currently about that. And it's just been like a real downer kind of week as far as what I've been seeing on the tubes. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of it sounds bad to just go, it's a downer. Well, there's just a lot going on with these true crime cases and stuff, and it tends to be a little depressing and sad, and it is. I mean, these people, these children and women losing their lives, and young, just graduated from high school, all that. So I just want to come on here and we'll just chat. Like, let's just have some fun and talk about random stuff. 54 degrees. Wow. Yeah, Quentin's terrible. So if you look behind me, I got some decorations for the season, and let me grab hedge here. I don't know. I was just in Walmart trying to get something for my Halloween costume and saw this adorable hedgehog. Isn't it cute? He is just adorable. So he's going to be hanging out with us now for a while. He will be hanging out in my office because I don't want the dogs to get a hold of him. Thanks, Heather Leanne. Well, he'll be hanging out in here till I don't know at least for fall. Um, I'm not a big, I'm not very good at decorating. Totally not like into all the changing all the seasons and all that because I just don't. I'm not a decorator. I totally missed that gene when I was going through the birthing process. No, not the birthing process. The well, I don't even think about that. But anyway, I do not have a decorating gene in my body. So no, I don't have fancy stuff, or I don't change out the seasons. I don't decorate for Christmas. I did. I mean, I used to kind of do a little bit of Christmas stuff, but not anymore. Team mascot, is that this team mascot, or is there a team called the Hedgehogs? Somebody the other day left chat and said they were going to feed their hedgehog. I don't think it was my chat though, and I was like, "Wait, you have a real hedgehog?" Oh, wow, I am jealous of that. People always say, "Oh, you're jealous." Not just me, but, that's just the thing that people do on YouTube, and I'm like, "No, I'm not, but if you have a pet hedgehog that lets you rub its belly and stuff, yeah, I'm jealous of that." You're not, Amber? It's sad. Oh, you do? You're like are you just at home, or do you do it, like, for a job or something? Because I just don't have it. I don't have that. Minimal decor for Halloween and Christmas, yeah. Hedgehog. Oh, our what team is that? Are you saying I'm getting so confused, Amber. Are you saying, like, Barb's team, or is there a team that has a hedgehog for their mascot? Because, I mean, we got the Razorbacks over here, and, that's we're the only Razorbacks. Like, there's some high school teams that use that mascot, but not, like, college or pro. So that's one thing that Arkansas is unique about. Oh, you do, Jen? Well, that's amazing. The Scoop with Barb team. I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow. And yesterday I saw this ice cream place that's been there. I mean, I didn't just discover it yesterday, but I did notice their sign up on the building that they're in, and it was Scoops, I think is their name. And they had 2 ice cream cones, but it's homemade ice cream. So, like, I'm kind of wanting to go check that out. It's over by one of our Walmart stores here. And I'm like, I love some homemade ice cream, right? Homemade. So what's everybody else up to today? Anybody up to anything fun? And what are your thoughts on all the week? Like, is there, I mean, may have missed some random stuff because I have been watching a lot of the true crime things, and I don't know what I've been doing all week. I feel like I haven't done anything all week, like work wise here, but on my channel, but I have. And yesterday I made the video about speak that to yourself, just talking to your phone. And yeah, I did hear that, Pocket Sand. Um, I quickly put together that little video yesterday, and let's see, what else did I do this week? And I didn't do one of my true crime pre-recordeds. I just have been a little bit And another thing is if everybody's covering some of these cases and all this stuff broke out yesterday on these two and people that are interested in that, like I'm not going to come along and do a true crime case that's trying to I mean, I think that there's plenty of stuff we could cover in true crime, and I think that but when you've got these two cases that are being covered, like, all over the place, and people are watching it, so why would you wanna do another true crime case at this current time? Now, I did this morning see a report where these 4 men went out riding on their bicycles, and they have been missing, and I don't even know how long. Like, I didn't even really look into it, but uh, 4 missing men in Oklahoma. So that's something I'm gonna look into because I just think that's just weird, 4 Oklahoma men missing after going on bike ride. Um, I don't know if who lives in Oklahoma because that's where it happened, but they, drove off. They're 32, 30, 32, and 29, left their home at 8 p.m. Sunday on bicycles and have not been found or heard from. That's crazy. Yeah, and they're out looking for them, and, so, I mean, that's a case that I might cover because I mean, it's just weird, like, why how would you go missing on a bicycle? But anyway, we're just here to have some fun, so, I mean, there's always cases to cover, and so, when do you decide when to stop? And people are mad at other people because, "You said you weren't gonna cover this case anymore." Well, give them time to cover what came out yesterday before you start going at them because you want them to stop covering it, but they didn't get to cover the autopsy and stuff yet. So give them a day or 2. That's like when Natasha would come on and say, "I've been gone for a week and y'all are still talking about me." Well, you're not really gone, until you're gone for a while. And if you're making community posts and stuff like that, you're not gone. So, there's that. There's always that. Haven't seen any videos. I did see Mrs. P's new channel. It was called like crocheting and coloring and something like that. Um, but leave her alone. Let her do her crafting and stuff. Just don't go over there. That's my theory on that. Um, it is strange, Jen. I don't get it. Yeah, Amber, I mean, there's just so many just think of all the kids who are missing and women who are missing and everything and you've got, I'm guessing thousands of channels covering Collie Rodney and Quentin. Now both of those to me aren't over yet. So if somebody wants to talk about them they can. I I think that it's up to the channel creator if they wanna talk about it. Yeah, with the 4 people, like, how do you just disappear like that? My my mic lost connection. I'm plugged in too. I don't know why it always does that. Okay, we might not have a good, internet connection. So, what else has been going on? Let's see, Mrs. Portland's back. Um, I don't know if people are still talking about me and stuff. I have, not been watching certain channels, and, so I'm not doing that. If they are, then it hasn't affected me in the last few days because I'm like, "God, I'm sick of this stuff." Don't know why they're fighting over cases. More opinions aren't a bad thing, and they all are doing the same thing. What I don't like about some of the true crime people is that they were saying, they make a clickbait post and say, "Quentin's body's been found." No, as of I was watching last night, he hadn't been. And they were saying, this happened and that happened, and there wasn't any proof of it. And so a few of the creators who I watch for true crime, they're not doing that. They're like, no. I'm waiting until I get confirmation from a police agency, and so I really, really, really look up to people who don't run out and start selling things on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else, Twitter, that's not true. The drama has slowed down a little bit. Good. I'm glad it's gotten a little bit. Yeah, the clickbait stuff, Amber. I mean, that's just why are you clickbaiting with somebody's case that if and another thing is you're only doing that for views and money. Well, people who have a YouTube channel want to get views. It's like, why would you like what a musician goes on the stage or schedules a concert, they hope to have a sellout. They hope to have a big crowd. They're entertainers. They want to have a crowd. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting subscribers. Or and views. There's just nothing wrong with trying to have a build your channel. It's what you do. And but if you're going to be putting out clickbait about these true crime cases, especially the ones involving children, it's just ridiculous. There's enough stress and all that, in my opinion, to I guess I dribbled on myself. Dang. No. There's plenty to talk, there's plenty of cases to talk about. Yeah, a pocket saying I did too. At first I did. And then I was watching a channel and she was like, "No, we are not doing that." And actually there's two women who I watched that were both saying that. And it's not right. And maybe that's because I was a journalist and well, you just make sure that you've got the truth before you report it in journalism. The only t well, and you can give your opinions in journalism if you are writing a column like I was a writer, so if you are doing a column about your opinions, which I had my own column at this newspaper, and I could write my own opinions about things. But in a news story, no. So the thing with YouTube is filled with people who are not journalists and don't have never been a journalist, and so they don't have the same integrity. I'm not saying everybody on here. I'm saying a lot of people do true crime that don't know anything about reporting, making sure that you have sources and reporting the truth and everything. So you got people out here just dropping whatever they want to drop out. It drove you crazy when certain creators would put false info out before making sure they verified it. Yes, it's just don't do that. And I think in the long run, a person like that's going to end up uh losing subscribers over it. I don't know that because I don't know how it works with subscribers. It seems like they come and go a lot. So I don't know. What do y'all think? What have y'all been doing this week? Anything like watching any cases in particular, or have you seen anything funny that we could look at? Because I haven't, and I'm just over here trying to figure out, how I can go have a live stream that's upbeat and gives people because this morning, like I was watching a couple of different creators or one creator's going at another one and saying a lot of stuff, and then the other creators saying, well, they're both come over here on on my panel. One saying that, the other saying that, and they're having this disagreement across YouTube, and I started getting that anxiety in my belly that I get, and I'm just like, I gotta go. But I also had this schedule, so my recliner advertisement. Yeah, why is Amazon sending me that, y'all? It's so weird. Hey, hippie chick, welcome. How are you today? But why am I getting I was so floored. I'm pretty sure that recliner is the same color as NC's recliner. It hers often appears orange, but this one is, and she says it's burgundy. So this one I got here. Let's just look at it because I'm just like, why? Here, I know. Let's go. I mean, just in case anybody didn't see it. Uh, all right, just a second. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I heard next week, one day it's going to struggle to get to 50 here in Arkansas. I hope it rains before then so I can have a fire in my fire pit, right? Because I don't have, um, I haven't been able to have a fire. We have a burn ban. And the other thing about looking at stuff on the computer is that everybody's settings are a little bit different. So things don't always look the same color as they are um, in real life. Doo-doo-doo. There is the medium size recliner, and there it looks kind of red, burgundy on my screen. Hey, Sandy, let's see what it looks. Okay, and then it says, "Visit the Lane Home Furnishing Store." Lane Home Furnishings. Look, I don't even know what Lane. I don't even know where that is. But this was an Amazon ad. And then it says, "Nobody builds a recliner bigger or stronger, rated up to 500 pounds." Well, I'm a little bitty. I don't need, why would y'all be sending me this Comfort King? Like, built for the big and tall. Comfort as large as a king size mattress. I am a twin size mattress. I mean, I have a queen bed, but if I were going to buy a new bed, I would buy just a double size bed because I don't need a queen size bed. And it takes up most of my bedroom. So, but I don't need a bigger or stronger recliner. Amazon. Oh, and there's me for my run yesterday. And here's some special pie. Weren't we talking about that the other day in here about the special pie? Y'all know what this is, right? It's got poop in it. Poop pie. Oh, there's me and my Rusty looking at a goat. Yeah, we've been having fun on our I've been having fun on my community tab. Trying to I try to keep things light. Uh try to have a little bit of fun. It looks a lot like hers, yeah. I've been getting a lot of guys flexing videos in my feed. Wow, that's weird. They send those to the wrong person. Yeah, they just like I haven't even been talking about recliners or anything. But did y'all see my video about what was the let me see what the last video. Wait, where is that video? I don't see that one video that was funny. Oh, oh, not that one. Okay. I haven't been making as many funny videos lately. I've been doing more live streams, so um yours heard you talking about hormone issues and now I get a million ads a day about menopause? Amber, you're not even old enough for that, are you? Funny question. When you fall or embarrass yourself, do you laugh or get mad? Uh hmm. I'm trying because immediately when you say you fall and embarrass yourself, I'm taken back to last year about, well, it was in November when I fell on my face and bruised my face up. I've got pictures from it. But no, I didn't laugh or get mad. So I didn't do either one. I just some man's hand came down to help me up. I mean, I saw this couple and I felt like, when you there's a when you hit your head, like I hit my cheekbone on the concrete sidewalk and I was embarrassed, but I was more like injured. So I had I was mm, trying to think. I know I know exactly where I was, and I know exactly where 1 mile is on that particular route, but so I'm gonna say I was somewhere around a half a mile from home, and, I had to kinda limp home, and my pride was a little damaged, and, I just was like, "Oh." I was less worried about who saw me and how dumb I looked than I was about, is this gonna be, like, serious? Is this gonna, end my exercise routine? So, yeah, well, I did, I was like, and then I told my neighbor, and he said he did the same thing, but I don't know if he really did. He said he did. But, no, I guess usually hmm, I guess usually when I fall, I'm just so embarrassed. I don't know if it's laughing or mad. It's just embarrassing. Um Yeah, yeah, Brandy, I did. So I'll show y'all those pictures sometime. I'm not sure where they are, maybe on my phone. Of I skinned my knee through my leggings, did not rip my leggings, um, but had a bloody knee. And I injured this wrist and still have pain from it still today. Because like a lot of times once you injure something, it doesn't completely heal. And also when you get to be older, as you age, it takes longer for things to heal on your body, for your body to heal. So, it's taking time, I guess, but I don't think it's gonna heal anymore. It's been a year. And when I use my mouse a whole lot, when I make videos and stuff, it starts to really hurt bad. It's not carpal tunnel though. I'm pretty sure. I'm not a doctor. And I don't play one on TV, but so yeah, there's that. Did anybody see anything funny though this week? Of course, besides my videos, but wow, one of my neighbors is out there yelling. Heard that sleeping causes soreness at your age. Yeah. Well, yeah, because every morning now when I get up, I'm having a little pain, and I did run a little bit yesterday, not a whole lot. I did walk a lot. It's like 4.5 miles, and I went up one of the mountains, which I hadn't done in a week because I needed to rest. My hips were hurting, and so of course, I went to. Oh, I'm never going to be able to do anything again. And I rested, and now I'm almost pain free. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sandy. Yeah, I'm sorry you tore your elbow up. Is it like you have to have surgery or anything on it? I'm really sorry about that. That's not good. You had an ice pack. Kids. Oh, ow, ow. I'm sure that really hurt. Hey, Jude. Jude, are they still over there? Is everybody still arguing about covering cases and stuff? Y'all, I went to the eye doctor yesterday, and I realized this, like, I haven't been to the eye doctor in 2 years, and I remember when I went to the eye doctor and I was telling them that, I was telling the lady who fits your new glasses and stuff, I was like, "These glasses were just so dirty." Well, the glasses aren't dirty, it's that I'm not seeing as well, and my prescription changed quite a bit, I think. And so he goes, when he gets all the way through with, read this line and do all this, which is better, which and all that, he flips it onto my glasses, and it was fuzzy. And now I'm like, wow. So it'll be a few weeks before I get my glasses though. Yes, it was, Jude. I was like, uh. I was kind of switching back and forth. Wow, 3 weeks. Hey, Mike, welcome. How are you today? Uh, you saw someone making a loaf with a cake mix and canned pumpkin. Well, that doesn't sound good to me, but if that's what you like, you go ahead and make that, Pocket Sam, because, make what you enjoy, right? Manic is there. Manic in there, right, right. No, just very sore while laying there. I was thinking, please don't let hip. Yes, Sandy. Yes, it's always like, oh crap. And before I started working out and exercising again, which I had done before, But then I had not done anything, and I'd had these 3 back surgeries and everything, like, I before I started exercising again, I was falling a lot, and, I guess I got stronger and healthier, and I just had stopped that, but that was a different fall. That fall was because I stepped on a magnolia cone, and it rolled my ankle, and, uh and I fell from that, and yeah, my ankle was sore too, but I was on that same, it's in front of the bathhouses that I showed y'all, and so yesterday, they had all cleaned off the sidewalk, they do every day, but I saw a couple magnolia cones there, and I picked them up and threw them off of the sidewalk because 'cause I'm like, "No, I don't want anybody else to fall." You got in trouble, dude? I was like, "Oh," because if you say anything, uh if you defend somebody, then they're gonna be mad at you, and I was just like, "Well, tell me how this person is lying and stuff. Tell me where look," because I said, "I really trust, when somebody will only go live with, the truth, especially, like, the body being found, the arrest that never happened hasn't happened yet and stuff." And somebody was like, "They are lying, Barb," and I'm like, "Oh, oh, I'm outta here." Just like, "I gotta get out of here. Hey, Gizmo." Oh, well, it's like a pine cone, but it's from a magnolia tree, and they're harder than a pine cone, I think. Well, they're more compact as far as, like, they seem to be, like, because a pine cone will have those, the air in between all the little things, and so the magnolia cones are more just, I don't know, more, dense, I guess, and I was looking what happened was, I was there there's this Santa they put out every year, and it's, you can take your picture with it, and I was looking over thinking about, "Well, do I wanna go do a picture?" Because I take pictures when I'm out running, it's just fun, and I like to take pictures of something like when I see flowers or, yesterday I took pictures of the trees were turning. Now, we haven't had any rain, so our fall's not gonna be very pretty here, I don't think, because, we've been in a drought all summer, and we still are, and so, I do that, I've been doing that for, the last 3 years when I'm out and about and, posting them on Facebook and stuff, and I'm not trying to make my YouTube channel like Facebook, but sometimes I just wanna check in with y'all like that, and when I see something pretty, I'm gonna put it up, or a flower that I saw, or, something, the deer one day, I posted those. Sometimes I just post them to my members, but, I forgot what I was gonna say. I do that a lot. Spice cake. Am I getting too old to trim and pull treats? Oh, you are? Yeah, Sandy, I know. Well, it's not the kind of bathhouse you think, Cole. I like these questions y'all are asking me. It's not that kind of bathhouse. I live in an area that in like 100 years ago they discovered these hot springs that come out, and so they made bathhouses around town that pump this spring water in. It comes out some of the streams come out hot, and some of them are not hot. So they made these bathhouses, and they actually have to cool down the water in order for you to get a bath. Now, I went to one time with a friend of mine who had come in town to just take a little vacation, and I didn't know her very well. And when we got in the bathhouse, they sent her one way and me the other, which I was glad because you get totally naked in there and stuff. And they give you this toga, they give you this sheet to wrap around. It's all really weird, but they had these originally they had several of these bathhouses where you go in and you soak in this spring water, these tubs. Just and it's scary because when I went into this one, they've got like all the old plumbing and stuff, and it's just It just seems scary, like, cause if you put a hair dryer in your if you put something that's plugged in into your bath water, you're gonna, get electrocuted, and so that's how this felt to me. I didn't enjoy it, and I paid to go do something and not enjoy it, and we got done there, we went right across the street and got a drink. Both of us were like, "Let's go over there and have a drink. This is crazy." But that's all it is. It was a draw. The baseball Babe Ruth and other baseball players would come here, and they had some practice field somewhere. I don't know where it was, but they have memorabilia all over town where you can go on this, pro, baseball player, there's these big plaques out everywhere, and so I haven't I've seen those, around, but I haven't, like, gone to all of them. But it was a really big deal, and they came here because of the water, the healing water. So this area's been known for that for many, many, many moons. Oh, the you hate them too. We used to take, acorns and gut them and make necklaces and stuff. Did y'all ever do that? Public showers, no. Thanks, Jen. Well, I mean, it's just, I enjoy it. I enjoy sharing, pretty stuff, and you have spas there too? Bristol bathhouses. Any weird and crime-related stories about them you could share with us? There was lingerie stores in my hometown that always had hilarious. Oh, well, there's not crime down there around those. That's not that kind of bathhouse. Like, I mean, this town does have its fair share of crime with murders and stuff, but it's not like where I moved from in Little Rock, where it's just horrible for crime. But as far as like the downtown area, I think they pretty much shut down at like dark or something. This town is really a daytime town, and there's not a whole lot to do at night, which we do have a casino and stuff, and it's open. It's open. I guess it's open 24 hours a day. I never thought about it. Roman baths. Now, what is a Roman bath? What is that like? I don't know what that's like. So let me see. Trying to think of something fun to talk about. I just wanted to give everybody a little break from all the drama that's going on um over there. Has Natasha been back on or anything lately? Um Seems like she's been gone a lot over the last month. But I quit covering her, so I don't go over there and check. Um but yeah, I did hear Mrs. P was back, and I don't know her channel. If anybody wants to send me the link, we could go look at her and see what she's doing, but I don't really want to bother her if she's just doing crafts and stuff. Um, when you lived in North Carolina, they had these mugshot newspapers. Oh, there used to be the local newspaper the statewide newspaper for Arkansas used to post them online every day, and then they said it wasn't fair to do that because those people hadn't been convicted. So Um, they stopped posting them. Um, I think the same thing happened in the town where I live now that has a newspaper. So, yeah, I mean, same as what you described in the Roman ruins. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, anybody have any weekend plans? Now, my hogs, y'all, they have lost 3 in a row, and now they are going on the road to play a non-conference game against Brigham Young, which was in the top 10 earlier in the season, as were the Razorbacks. Hopeful that they can pull out a win this week. Um, do I have any other plans myself? Does anybody have any fun plans? Like, I don't really have any plans. Your uncle's football game, last game of the season, playoffs. Is that American football? Like, Real football? Oh, your son's football. How old is he? How old is your son? Here, let's play my video I did yesterday. It's fun. I imagine all of y'all saw it, but in case you didn't, let's talk about it.
Oh, you're not even pretty.
Are you one of those people who always cut others down? Do you derive pleasure from hurting others? In your mind, are you better than everyone else? If your response to these questions has you shaking your head yes, then it's time to try our newly updated Say It to Yourself phone screens.
You don't even have custody of your own kids. What are you talking about?
These products we all have on hand, so get ready to practice what you preach at others. Simply take your phone out and turn it to video mode. Put your face in your camera and say something nasty you have said to others. Now play that back as if you are talking to and about yourself.
You didn't even finish school. You're a loser. Oh, you're friends with her. I can't be friends with you. Oh, you're just in it for the money. Everybody knows all you care about is the money. Oh, your channel's nothing. Your channel's ugly and nobody likes you. Nobody likes you, and I never liked you.
How does it make you feel to cause another person even the slightest bit of pain? If it feels good, then keep being your nasty self. If you find it to be ridiculous, then take our best advice and do this before you ever go at anyone again over petty circumstances.
Oh, remember that one time you looked at me funny? And now I just can't stand you because you looked at me funny. Ooh. Oh, you live in a mobile home. You're just gross.
This is a one-time offering, absolutely free. Our advice is free, our commercial is free, and you are free to be a jerk or a nice person. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely, y'all. Choose wisely. No, so like
Hello, Jane. Welcome to the interview.
what that was about. I don't know.
Please start off and tell me about yourself.
I don't even know what that is. But anyway, so did y'all? I'm sorry you're sick, chicken feet. I'm sorry you feel bad. I need to go get my flu shot. I bet it is fun, Amber, to watch him play. They have tough game. What position does he play? Thank you, CLM. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, that just popped into my head, and I just went. Well, I made it in my house and outside, but I think the hardest thing for me really to come up with an idea for a video. And so usually once I get the idea, then I just run with it and go make a video. It's kind of fun. True. Yeah, that teamwork. I think being on a team's really good. So, you don't remember when he plays because they changed it up. They do kinda get told what they say to others, but cry they're being bullied when the tables are turned. Um, I really don't even know what to talk about. I just wanted to have fun today, but I'm not feeling especially funny or energetic at the moment. So I don't know. Y'all want to ask me questions? You can ask me questions. Oh, chicken feet. Yeah, if anybody wants to ask me any questions, we can talk about and otherwise I just don't have like I'm not gonna bash anybody here today and I'm not going to talk about specific people. Trying to let that go. Um, I mean, because I could go into a lot of I could talk a lot about some of the lies that have been being told about me and stuff, but you can't really you can't, um if somebody says you did something that you didn't do, you can't prove, it's not very feasible to prove that you didn't, so, just things like that. "Oh, Barb's doing this, and Barb is mean, and Barb's not real," and, all that kinda stuff. Ask me a question, somebody. Thanks, Mike. Thank you. I'm glad you, got to see it then. Okay, is there something I thought I wouldn't like and turned out I liked it in sports or food or something like that? Let's see. Do, 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 do. See, I'm just not picky about food. Like I like food. I don't I'm not picky. Sports. Hmm. Not really. I guess not. Oh, UT's playing Bama tomorrow. Oh, Tennessee and Bama. Didn't Texas almost beat Tennessee last week? I think that game it's at the same time as my Hogs game, so I won't be able to watch it, because I'm not gonna unless, we get way ahead. Alabama, Tennessee, 3rd ranked and 6th ranked at, 2:30 my time tomorrow. That should be a really good game, but I guess I was thinking about Oklahoma and Texas. That was last week. I forgot because Tennessee is in the same conference. But that will be a really good game if you're a football fan. Favorite food, color, holiday destination. Oh, wow. Favorite food, cheese dip, which a lot of people don't even know what that is if you don't live in the South. Color. I like a lot of different colors. Holiday destination. Holiday? You mean like a vacation? Oh, well, I went to St. Augustine once and I really want to go back there, but I also want to go up to like Maine or somewhere because I haven't been there before. And I also want to go out to the West Coast because I've never made it that far west. And so that, I've been to Vegas a few times, but I haven't been to, uh, I didn't go to the Grand Canyon, which I should have done while I was out there. And I haven't been never I've never been to California or Oregon or Washington State. I'd like to go there, and, I'd still love to go back to St. Augustine and have more time to spend there because I really liked it. Melons, Amber? Pet peeves? Lying. I can't stand when people lie. Um, I hate lies, and I hate being lied about. And I'm not talking about a difference of opinion. I'm talking about when somebody flat out says something about you that you didn't do, and it's just impossible. And also like tardiness and stuff like that. That's a big pet peeve of mine. People, you're gonna meet somebody somewhere and I don't care if you're like 5 minutes late or something, but I'm talking like they're always late. And I have a pet peeve on YouTube, when somebody a they set up to go live and then they keep pushing the time back. And I understand sometimes people push the time back so as not to go live on top of a friend who's a creator or something like that. I totally get that. It's not that, it's when somebody does it all the time and they keep setting their time back and setting their time back and then they don't even go live ever. They never even do that live and I'm over there wanting to watch it, and I'm just like, "What?" So yeah, like I can't stand lies. Lies, lies, lies. Can't stand it. Mm-mm. Favorite author, me. Oh, I have a favorite Melody Beattie. It used to be like my favorite author. It's self-help kind of stuff. I really have enjoyed a lot of her books. Favorite sport. I like women's basketball and men's football, college football. Those are my 2 favorite sports. Hey, Taco. You don't watch football. Tennessee is playing better than they seem to be doing really, really well right now. And Alabama's not having their greatest season, although they're winning. They haven't lost. They are not winning by huge margins every game like they usually do. But it should be a really good game. College, yes. Well, I only watch SEC because normally I only watch SEC. Now, if a really good game's going on and I'm not watching a particular SEC game at the moment, I will definitely watch a game that's a close game towards the end and stuff. But the SEC has so many teams that that's plenty for me to keep up with. People chewing with their mouths open. Yes, pocket sand. People eating on camera or even that you can hear when they're live on YouTube. Mm-mm. Please don't. Please don't. Texas OU. Yeah, and didn't OU come out? Didn't OU win? Yeah, the Grand Canyon. I mean, you can like if you're in Vegas and you want to go to the Grand Canyon, you can take helicopter flights, but every now and then those crash. And I've never been in a helicopter, so I'm not sure how I would do. Now, my next door neighbor flies small planes, and he goes out. He took this somebody I don't know. I just saw it on his Facebook. He took her out and flew her around. She had never flown. My first air my first flight was in a little two-seater plane with a guy that I didn't even know. Like I didn't know this guy. Uh we went to this church, the same church, but I didn't really know him. And he invited me to go, fly on his plane with him, and I did. And I survived. And I'm like holding on and stuff like that's gonna save me if this plane crashes. No. That was my first ever flight. So I was probably in my I was in my early 20s then, or I was in my 20s. But my neighbor, well, he flew this woman, and I asked him one day, I said, "Well, do these people like pay you that?" He said, "No, I just do it." It's like $250 for him to go fly that plane that he rents from somebody. This aviation company here, and we have a small airport here. And he says like $250. So I'm like, wow. But he's getting his pilot's license because he wants to fly between here and Dallas. There's like 4 flights a day between there because in order to fly out of here, if you don't do one of those little shorter flights, you have to drive an hour away. Um, and then, when you get back, you got to drive, and you got to pay to park your car all week and stuff. So he says that's what he's doing, that he's going to end up doing that. But when he first moved here, he told me he was going to be a realtor. And then he told me like he was going to build a wooden fence around his whole yard, which would be one side, of my lot. And, that hasn't even been started. So he wants to do things, but he doesn't really do them. But I think he really is getting licensed so that he can fly between because he's having to take flying lessons to get, I guess, enough hours and stuff to fly that commercial flight back and forth. Well, I like the white cheese dip. Yeah, the white's the newest thing at not the stuff in the store. I'm just like I'm just so over that. But no, the restaurant kind. And I may be over that now as well. It just used to be like I love it. Favorite store to shop in? Oh, wow, there's so many. No, I don't like to shop. So, no, I like to go to stores that have, garden shops and stuff, Lowe's, for instance, but I'd rather go to a local nursery and because I actually would love to work in a local nursery, a plant nursery, not the kind that where you babysit and change diapers. Mm-mm. No, I've changed plenty of diapers, but I don't want to do that. I would like to, favorite plant tree. My favorite plant. I don't think I have a favorite plant or tree. There was a tulip poplar tree that I really like. I can't have one because they are fast growing and my yard's just not very big and we've got problems around here with trees falling out of the sky, so I don't want to have a tree. Loud chewing. Yes, I cannot eat around somebody who's doing that. They got cheese dip. My 7-year-old daughter proclaimed how gross cheese dip is and then admitted she never tried it. Right, Amber? That's how it goes. People don't like stuff because they never tried it. Wait, which thing did you unsub for? Oh, yes, I unsubbed from somebody the other day for doing that. I mean, some people like do it all the time, but um it's the people who just do it. It's just it's I don't like tardiness, so it bugs me, but it may not bug other people. She doesn't know what she is missing. Favorite quote. What do I say to myself in my mind? Hey, Clover. Let's see. What do I say to myself in my mind? Doo, doo, doo. I said, ask me questions, and I can't think of answers. I don't know if I just have one thing. I don't know. What do I say to myself? Breathe a lot. I'm like, just breathe. This is gonna pass. It'll be okay. If I'm upset, um, and I just do that. Constantly try to do the gratitude thing, and I have to talk myself up in my own mind because I've spent so many years bad mouthing myself to myself. So I try to tell myself good things, and I guess you doing all right, Clover? Haven't been seeing you around as much. Velveeta and chili dip is pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Pocket sand. Hey, Clover, we're just talking about random stuff today. I'm trying to give everybody a break from some of this crime drama. Well, the heavy duty crimes that were, the heavy duty like emotions of these crimes lately, and also fighting between channels about who's doing this and who's doing that. And I'm brave to go fly, right? Happiest moment of your life. What makes you smile every time you see it? Probably the book that I wrote. I would say probably um writing a book, putting the book together, the cover. I did everything for the book except um I mean I did the cover layout, I did all the photography. I mean I did the photography, but a friend of mine took my picture for it. And I had to do all the laying out of the pages and stuff like that. And the of course all the writing of it. And it's self-published, y'all. It's not like a big deal. I know people, "Oh, that's just self-published." I heard that about another creator who has a book, and it doesn't matter to me. I wrote a book. I put the book together. People who read the book, I became friends with some people who read my book and got so much enjoyment out of it, and it helped them in their lives that they became friends of mine because of this book. And I didn't sell that many of this book. I don't know, 400, maybe 600. It's not like any big deal, but it doesn't matter because I did it and it's mine. So that's probably my biggest, as far as happiest moment. Hmm. Maybe the day that book came out until I found the typo on the cover that I didn't catch when they sent me the proofs of it. And also, when I was working for this newspaper, they called me Eagle Eye because I was so good at catching typos. And I was still working at this newspaper when I wrote my book. And when the first copy came in the mail, I was so excited. I took it to work and I was showing it to one of my coworkers. And I was reading the cover myself and I was like, fuck, there's a freaking typo on here. It was really pissy. I was pissy about it. Oh, you can be late to mine. I mean, yeah, Clover, you can be late to my chat. That's not what I mean about being tardy. We were talking about when somebody sets up a live stream and they keep putting the time off and then they never go live. Not once in a while, because sometimes that happens. but I'm talking about like every day, every time they're going to go live. Oh, and another thing is one person was doing that with their live streams. And then when they finally like they weren't even changing the time and everybody was just sitting there waiting. Well, they did change it, but then they didn't. They stopped. And then they finally went live and just played music for like forever. Forever it seemed like. I left and I unsubscribed right then cuz I'm like, "No." And then I was watching another creator who was going to talk about another creator and an hour and a half into that live stream they started talking about their topic, and I just was like, "Mm, why did I wait an hour and a half? Why did I listen to this for an hour and a half for that?" It was just who in if I could meet one person, anyone in history, I only get to pick one. Hmm, who would I want to meet? Anyone in history. Let me think on that for a minute. How do you make your queso? Yeah, taco. Well, Amber, it was at the time, and I wish that, I wish that I could and I could, I guess. I think I've got um, I I'm pretty sure I have it all still on I have it saved, the whole book, to where I could go and fix the typos and everything and maybe do some editing, uh, but a goal that I wanna accomplish in the future. I just wanna be happy. Pocket sand, I don't have like, with my channel, for one thing, I wanna be happy with my channel. Of course, I want my channel to grow. I'm not trying to blow up to be some huge YouTuber. I'm not. Um, there's a lot of stress that comes with the channel, especially when you get bigger, and I know that, uh, I'm just not that's not my goal. I'm older and I don't, in order to get to that goal and to have this huge channel, like I'm old. Um I'm at retirement age and I don't know that I want to put that much into a channel just to grow it. If I'm having fun doing it, that's great. I'm having fun now. There's days when I'm like, what the hell? Why am I doing this? People are mean and they're gonna say they lie about me and stuff. I hate that. But um I don't have a huge goal. I just want to be happy. Does that even make sense? Like I just want to be happy. I want to be content with my life and have, true friends and real friends. And that's kind of how I am on here. I want it to be fun. As long as it's fun, I want to do it and grow as fast as it grows or as slow as it grows. Hey, Patty G, you felt bad the other day. Velveeta Rotel, secret spices, breakfast sausages. Yeah, taco. That sounds good. Y'all are making me hungry. Only a handful of creators I'll go to their lives, and others I catch replays so I can fast forward through all the fat. Yes, pocket sand. You have certain creators who will at times go, well, I'm just going to put this on private. And well, that gets people to watch their live streams, I think. But if it's somebody like that and I'm interested in what they're saying, or what, they're being mean about, I will watch them live sometimes. But I really prefer the people who I watch just to see what they're saying is watching on replay and then putting it on like two, depending on the person, because some people talk faster than others. And you can't put them on two. I don't think you could put me on two and understand me. I talk fairly fast. One of my cousins, she is fast talking. That's your go-to, chicken feet? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being, content and happy, and I don't have any lofty goals to be some kind of millionaire or anything. I wish I had more money. I could definitely use new windows in my home and, um, insulation and new flooring. And let's see, I would love to have some grass put in my yard instead of just the weeds that are out there. And let's see, lots of stuff in my house could be fixed, but I have everything I need, and I have a home, and a lot of people don't. And I don't have a lot of drama in my life. The only drama I have in my life is here on YouTube. And so I'm trying to kind of stay out of the drama. But anytime you have a channel, you're going to get some kickback. Hey, Irvin. Hey, Irvin. Are you guys voting on the stuff that CJ's putting up for the People's Choice Awards? There's one up today to vote on your on the your favorite, I don't know how it's worded, but mod. It's about the mods today. Taco, this house needs so much stuff done. And y'all, here's another funny thing. Yesterday, I've been thinking for months, I need to take off the full coverage on my vehicle because it's probably not worth anything. It's a 2012 model, and it's got very low mileage, granted. Um, but it's old. So I was like, I need to call my insurance agent, and then I'm scared as soon as I take off the full coverage, something's gonna happen, and I don't have money to buy a new car and stuff. So yesterday I looked up my car. It's worth $12,000, over $12,000 retail. Now that's not how much I could get for it. And I'm not selling it, but I was like, oh, that's how much inflation has hit. I saw a news flash yesterday where Social Security is raising everybody's payout, the biggest increase in 40 years. Oh, yeah, Irvin, make sure you go over there and vote for that. Yeah, it was up today. So you got 24 hours. Well, from the time it was posted. The weeds are more native than the grass. Yeah. Yeah, well, and see, because of the drought this summer, the whole backyard is just dirt. There are some weedy places kind of more around the flower bed where I've been watering, but Shelby likes to be outside and she lays in that dirt and she's just filthy. Like when I bathe her, it's just like mud coming. You can't see it, but hey, Roddy, I hope you're having a great day. Roddy, when's your birthday? Is it this weekend? I heard you were celebrating. Days of Finding DIY. Yeah, I was watching, sometimes those DIYs are fun to watch, like, there was one they were doing tools, and I was like, "How do you even come up with that?" We went down to liability for your oh. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I gotta find out, like, if I wreck, does that mean I would get that, that value for it? Because I just would need money to get something else to drive. I barely drive my car. I drive my car, I don't know, 2 or 3 days a week, and it's just around town here. I had to go to Little Rock 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and that's an hour away. It's because the supply and oh, yes. It is taking a long time, true, and I heard, Roddy, that I had friends trying to buy vehicles, they're having to wait months to get them, and they're charging, like, these extra, used to you'd buy a car and you would get it below the MSRP and you would get all these deals, and now they're, like, adding to the MSRP. They're charging dealer fees and stuff over that. Oh, wow, yeah, they're so expensive. I don't wanna buy a new car. I don't need anything else. I mean, the amount of miles on this car, I got new tires put on it last year because I had one really bad tire and it ended up blowing out after I got it plugged because it had a slow leak. Then it blew out coming home from getting groceries, and I just went to the place and just got 4 new tires. It was like $400. Tires will dry rot. I don't drive my car very much, so it had the original tires from when it was, um, well, from when I bought it, which was years ago. Isn't it like 130 or something like that? What's 130? Sunday. Well, happy birthday, Roddy. I guess you won't be around YouTube. Uh, because I do my Sunday morning live, which I haven't planned what we're gonna talk about yet, but I hope to remember to say happy birthday to you then. But happy birthday now. I would get the blue book. I need to look up the blue book on it then. Wild thyme or Roman chamomile. Oh. Well, I gotta have my backyard for my dogs. Getting ready to plant. I found a piece of English ivy randomly in between my house and my neighbor's house where he doesn't even go. Like, uh, he goes over there if there's a plumbing issue. And I just pulled it up and planted it in a pot, and it's grown. It's gotten about that big. And so I'm going to put that around that tree stump that was growing up, that the tree that fell the other day. And I'm going to start that over there because it's just, you know, I know I do need, but I had it on really, I have it on like 10 miles a day or something, but I'm not even driving that. So yeah, I should check with them. Still waiting, Roddy. Wow, wow. Two of your tires were dry rotting. Yeah, I got all four tires installed and everything for like $400. It was not too bad. Never know, Roddy, right? I can't stop watching that Brooks trial. Brooks trial. What's the Brooks trial? Do y'all want me to look into the missing the four missing men who left their home on bicycles at 8:30 at night? Tires are a lot right now too. Oh, wow. Well, I have a little bitty car, so it wasn't like the most expensive tires. They're not that bad, but yeah. Yeah, and I just was like, he just like recommended these, and I was like, are those good tires? Or I don't know anything about tires. 1,007 for tires. I think SUVs do have a lot. They do cost a lot more. I don't know what case that is. Oh, the parade killer. Oh, y'all are interested in that? Have you heard anything about it besides when I brought it up? I should go look at that. Looking at that today. Kerm the frog. I live in Arkansas. Tires are made with petroleum, just like the glass on your vehicles. When petroleum goes up, all that. Yes, Roddy. The four missing men. Let me. I just thought that was so weird this morning when I saw that. That's got to be like something is weird. Um, Midsize SUV. So I don't know. It's hard to come up with topics a lot for me, and um, I don't want to cover a true crime case that 4,000 bazillion people are covering. And he's representing himself. Wow. Well, what do y'all think about the school shooter that he got life in prison instead of the death penalty? And there was one juror that did not want to give him the death penalty, and the other 11 jurors wanted to. And there's a lot of people upset about that. And I think that's one of the particular times I would probably be for the death penalty is when somebody does a mass murder like that and in a school too. I mean, it just doesn't seem enough to put them in prison for life. And even if they don't get executed, just having them on death row where they are treated they're kept to themselves and all that. That's what I would think, like But I also did a paper when I was in college about the death penalty. We read Dead Man Walking. I know y'all have probably seen the Susan Sarandon movie, uh, Dead Man Walking, and so we read the book and wrote opinions about. We took a side for or against the death penalty. I'm trying to remember which side I took. But anyway, I learned a lot when I took that. The book is by Sister Prajine, and she's a nun. I don't know if she's still alive. I think she is, but she's really gotten old. But Susan Sarandon played her in the movie, and uh, is that right? I might be wrong about that. Anyway, it's been years since I saw that. But a lot of people don't believe in the death penalty, and other people do believe in the death penalty. In a lot of states, they're not actually executing people on the death penalty, and they just sit there in prison forever. Like the West Memphis Three here in Arkansas, that's a very famous case. I know everybody's heard of that, and those guys got out on an Alford plea because I still don't even really get how they got out. They admitted they were guilty, and Damien Eccles was on death row, and they all got out. They're all out now. Um, so, and there was a school shooting, the first school shooting I ever heard of, back in the '90s, where a school in Jonesboro, Arkansas, here, there was 2 boys, and they pulled the fire alarm and hid over in the woods and started shooting people out on the playground as they were coming out. They are out of prison now, and I think one of them died in a car wreck or something. But I just think, to me, if you're shooting children, if you're going in a school and shooting children, I just can't see how I could say no to the death penalty on that. I just don't see how I could, even though I tend to be more on the other side of uh I'm thinking about doing a either making a video or doing a live stream about sitting on the fence and trying to straddle the fence and how hard that is here on YouTube, for instance. But I could go funny with it or I could go serious with it. So I haven't decided yet, but that's something I wanted to talk about. Uh, you could, Roddy. Are you an expert on cars? First you've heard. I mean, it was the first I heard this morning. It came through. I think it came through my Twitter email that I get every day. Yeah, I know, Taco. It was just another one of those cases this week. That and little Quentin's, the police saying little Quentin's no longer with us, and then the Kylie Rodney case coming out with it was an accident where a lot of stuff has come out in that case that makes it not seem like an accident, and all that hit like at the same time. So stalling and dragging this out. Yeah, Taco, it was a good movie, and the book's really good too. Unfortunately, when I moved and I was so depressed and everything, I got rid of all my books, y'all. I have like a handful of books that I brought with me, and I got rid of all my books. It was just crazy. I had that book because it was one of my school. I had to buy it for school. I think I bought it used and everything, but I would love to read it again. Yeah, I would think solitary confinement would just be horrendous, and you would definitely have to have you can get library books and stuff. I don't know, do they have TV I don't know if they do, but yeah, the parents are so yeah, the Parkland uh murders. Did he want the death penalty? I don't know, cuz a lot of times when those guys uh go into these schools and shoot them up, they actually um kill themselves before it's over. Yeah, me too, Taco. Are you talking about Susan Sarandon or Sister Praisie? Because my friend Ashley McBride, I saw a little interview the other day, and they asked her. Uh, well, she said she wanted to sing with Willie Nelson, but they asked her something about who she wanted to uh meet or something, and she said Susan Sarandon. And I like Susan Sarandon. 2 show cars? Wow, Roddy. What kind? Yeah, kills elderly or animals or kids. Right. Hey, shot of poison. They had to admit they were guilty so they couldn't sue the state. It was all for saving face for that county. Oh. Yeah, they thought they were gonna sue the state. Um, they sure did, Susan Sarandon. It would be hard not to vote for debt. Yeah, I just don't think I could stand I don't think I could be the one person who stood there and said no if 11 other people were, for the death penalty, and I because I'm not that firm. Like, I'm not that firm in my beliefs of the death penalty, especially, like I'm saying, when it's a child, when they've killed children. And then go sit down at McDonald's and ask somebody for a ride afterward. There's something wrong with that. Yeah, it does pocket sand. Please hit the thumbs up. Yeah, the poor little baby. I can't believe he was so cute too. Bye, Mike. Have a great weekend. See you later. Favorite music singer? Yeah, somebody asked me the other day who my favorite group was, and I said I think it was the old Fleetwood Mac. Rumors album is like my favorite all time, and currently my favorite singer probably Brandy Carlisle, and also I'm watching anytime Ashley McBride comes out with something now. She does country music, and I'm not a big country music fan, but I do know her, so I do listen to her music. I listened on one of my walks the other day. She just had a new album drop, and so I pulled it up on Spotify and listened to that. And then yesterday, I saw she had been on with Winona Judd. She's on tour with Winona Judd's final tour, and she's singing the what's her name? Naomi's parts. And so there were pictures of her on stage with Winona Judd, and that was cool. I'm not a huge Winona Judd fan. Couldn't tell you one song she's ever sang, but I know all about the Judds, and the tragic death of the mother, Naomi, who took her own life. So to see my friend who I've, chatted with, hugged, have pictures of me with her, uh, got nominated or got invited the other day to the Grand Ole Opry to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry. I was so proud of her. A 67 Pro Street Nova. Oh, wow, those sound cool, Roddy. Do y'all drive those? Is that what y'all drive? Yeah, me too, Clover. I mean, I'm on the side of not believing in the death penalty because one reason I don't believe in the death penalty overall is because people have been put to death who were later found out to be innocent because of DNA evidence, and so there's always that possibility, and it doesn't seem like to me that we are equipped to take another life. What's that movie Monster Ball with Billy Bob Thornton and what's that pretty African American uh here, I'll just look it up. It's very hard on the people who actually have to do the who actually have to yeah, it's called Monsters Ball from 2001, and in it Billy Bob Thornton plays a correction officer who begins a relationship with a woman, um, Halle Berry, and he is and she is the widow of a man he assisted in executing. So he starts dating this woman who is whose husband she helped to, you know, take his life. It's really good. It's a really good movie if you haven't seen it. It's it's dark though, and it's also let me see what they say about it. There's issues between the Billy Bob and his father, and you know, it's just there's a lot, and the guys in the prison who have to go through the work of getting to prepare this man to put him to death. It's hard on their brains, you know, because they're actually putting someone to death, whether they're the ones who put the shot in their arm or anything like that. 80s country, Reba. My brother-in-law he loves Reba. Oh, you don't live far from the Judds? Which one? Which Judd? Dolly Parton? I'm surprised that Ashley didn't say Dolly Parton, but she did say she would love to sing with Willie Nelson, but maybe she's already met Dolly. She says she bases some of her humor and stuff on things that Dolly did. So you met Ashley and Naomi? Oh, that's a rich town. Yeah. Cool. Were they nice in person? Only to shows. Oh, wow, Roddy, I didn't know that about you. Yeah, Dolly's cool. Holly Berry, it's Holle. Yeah, it's Holle, but I never know how to spell it either. I can't even think of her name without looking at my other screen. Yeah, it is very disturbing, Taco, but I do advise, if y'all haven't seen it, it's very interesting to watch. Probably find it somewhere on, I don't know what channel it's on now. It might be on Netflix or something. Um, but it's interesting enough, and since we're talking about like the death penalty, and then also if Dead Man Walking is another movie and book that I would recommend. She was like, make me feel good. I just want to feel good. It was kind of weird, but she was in. Oh, right. Yeah. And somebody asked me, like, what are my goals? Well, one of my goals, you know, other than, well, is being happy, but staying out of the depression. I got to do whatever I can to keep that from getting back in there, because sometimes once you get sucked in, well, I'm afraid if I get sucked back into that I won't be able to pull myself back out, because it's heavy, and it's hard, and I've been there, and I spent many years there, and I don't want to be there anymore. So I'm just trying to keep myself, um, you know, Naomi's house. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that, Amber. So Ashley and or Naomi and Winona lived pretty close together, didn't they? And what are they saying around there? Because I heard people when it first happened say it was assisted suicide, but like I would never have thought somebody most of the time women don't use a gun, and they say that she used a gun, and I just found that very odd that someone of that stature, that amount of money, it seems like they could find somebody to help them with assisted suicide. And also, oh, I just don't see how you do that to yourself. Hey, Broken Justice. Ashley wasn't. Yeah, I've heard that she's not very friendly, but I think that, yeah, that's what I've always heard. Oh, he is for Beto. I love Willie. I'd love to. Let's see. He was in Arkansas a couple of. He's been around here several times in the last few years, and I don't go to stuff like that anymore. Um, yeah, go look it up, y'all. Look up Monsters Ball, and it's making me want to go. Oh yeah, Sean Penn was in Dead Man Walking. That's right. Sean Penn to me is a very good actor. Um, I think he's done. I haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, Dead Man Walking's hard. Oh, you're related, Daisy Duke? Are you related to? So you must be related on the father side if you're not related to the other two. Winona and Ashley had different fathers. Yeah. Daisy Duke. Daisy Duke. Eye for an Eye with Kiefer. I'll have to look at that. I like Kiefer too. I love that show 24 that he was on. Yeah, well, they said it was with a gun, so I just find that to be I just was very surprised by that. Oh, well, we're just talking about random stuff. I was like, I'm trying to be funny and get away from some of the drama that's going on about true crime and all the heartache that's come out this week about true crime. These cases are pretty heavy and people are tense and upset and everything. But I didn't have any plans what to talk about, so which isn't a good thing to do when you go live, but I'm just trying to have a lighter thing and here we are talking about suicide and stuff. You live close to Willie? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd smoke some with Willie too. I would. Come on, Willie. There was a guy here at the what there was a parade and he was dressed up like Willie, had his hair like him and everything. She came in without her dog on a leash and was running all around and I was about to ask her to leash him and then I got starstruck. Oh, Amber. Wow, so you didn't tell her she's a star so she gets away with it? Is that what it was? Father's side. You don't like her? Through the grandpa. It's a small world. It's a small world. Oh, he was a pig in this movie, but I love him too. His voice. Yep, yep. Hey, Bulldog Mama. Bulldog Mama's in the house. Well, guys, I don't have anything to talk about. I didn't have anything to talk about when I came on. I just was getting bogged down in a lot of the heaviness of the week as far as the true crime stuff's been going. And then, I get on and there are two uh people going at it about how they're covering true crime or not covering true crime, and I've just felt icky, and I just thought we'd come on and have a little bit of lightness, and, oh, no, I did that one time, Taco. Um, be safe driving back. I thought I left some dog food one time, like, at the bottom of my cart when I unloaded it, and then I didn't. Yeah, everybody. So I'm gonna go for now because I don't want to keep y'all any longer talking about nothing. And watch those movies if you think about it. And look, guys, I'm always looking for ideas of things to go live about or to make videos about, funny videos and stuff. So anytime you have any ideas, hit up my email at thescoopwithbarb@gmail.com if you have any ideas because I would love to be able to have content and have your input because it's hard to think up stuff. And thanks, CLM. I like to just have a chit chat. Now I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow for game day like I've been doing, but we'll see if I have something to talk about. My game's not till 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'll be able to do that in the morning. Um, and then my Sunday morning live. So I'm gonna start trying to plan for sure for Sunday morning something fun or interesting anyway. Thanks, Bulldog Mama. Quizzes, yeah. Yeah, Clover, that's an idea too. Uh, the panels I did earlier this week were fun. I actually enjoyed having people on panels. So, when the topic's right for that, I'm game for that. I enjoyed the people who came up, and I guess I'm no longer going to be saying I'm not a panel person, but I don't typically go around to panels. Thanks, Clover. I don't hop on panels. I started to go on one this morning, but I didn't. And anyway, it's a beautiful day where I am. If it's not where you are, oh, thanks, Bulldog Mama. If it's not where you are, just enjoy the indoor time, because you got to have some rain because we need the rain here really, really bad. And crossing my fingers it'll get here soon because we had a front come through and we didn't get any at my house. So anyway, y'all have fun. I'm loving my new Hedgehogs sweatshirt that one of my subs got me from my Amazon wish list. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great weekend. But I'll be here, so make sure you watch me when I'm live. Bye, everybody.